let's talk about top fans for a second. Late last week, we got the whiff of some sort of new setting for uploads called top fans to reach the top 1%. It's like, it sounded really strange and wonderful. We talked about it on last Saturday's live stream, YouTube Creator News live stream here Saturday, 7:30 a.m. Eastern, every Saturday, just so you know. We talked about that, and I cut about 3, maybe 4 clips from that and dropped them in short. I've dropped them in short since probably about Sunday, Monday. Talked about, we had all these sorts of things that we heard about. There was news about different things, but it was all based off a single screenshot that has been passed around. There've been no other screenshots anywhere else. It looked something like this. Let me just drop it on you for a second. You can see down the bottom there, it says top fans beta, and there's some text that's quite small for you to read there. It says top fans, and then underneath it says only top fans can watch, and it's cut off. But the full explanation for what we had is in the box. It says top fans, the top 1% of users who watched and listened to your content will be able to watch and comment on this video. Other users will be unable to view it, even with a link. And there was a lot of speculation. There was a thread on Reddit. There was a few articles where people are sort of prognosticating, and we did a little bit of prognosticating ourselves about it. And I decided, well, there's a lot of talk. I did a bit of researching and sort of got some of these sources together. And I published a blog post like earlier today, my time. And then I shared that out with some social posts, including on X and Threads, where the one and only Renee Ritchie was able to clarify for us what actually all is. We're wondering, well, this is a weird feature, and how's it going to work for creators and all this? But it turns out it's not for creators. Well, it is for a subset of creators, and let's look at what Renee has to say. This is Renee's. We're going to quote it for real here. Hi, to clear up any confusion, last fall, YouTube announced exclusive video drops for music artists and their fans. And this is YouTube beginning to test the feature for music artists' channels and fans, not creator channels. Hope this helps. So this is actually something that was sort of hinted at or announced back at Made on YouTube back in September last year. When he said last fall, that's what we're talking about. And it turns out that this is not a creator feature. This is for OAC's official artist channels or music artist channels. They will get this feature so that they can like launch perks and stuff towards their most crazy fans. But let's see what it says about that real quick. And this is how it was described back at Made on YouTube last year. It says exclusive drops early next year. Artists will have the ability to share things like thank you videos, behind the scene clips, and other just for fans content directly to their most dedicated fans. That is exactly what this feature is for. And it's May, so we're coming into the northern summer. So this is like May. It's like mid-year. It's not really early next year. It didn't hit in the end early 2026. But this is what they're talking about. This exclusive video drops, and the way that YouTube are testing it, they're testing it with that top 1% of the fans of these big music channels. And obviously this is aimed for the larger music followings, whether it's a band channel or something like that, somebody who's popular. I suppose if I don't know what the requirements are for OAC channels or official artist channels. I don't know whether that's all you need or whether you need some sort of other following or whatever. But this is the feature that they're only going to be able to use. So if there was any concern out there as to how creators would use this or what YouTube was trying to do or what trying to like cook up in terms of creator-wide on the platform, anybody who creates videos, that something would happen. Is it going to favor the bigger channels? Is it going to favor the smaller channels? A lot of talk about it, but all of that talk is moot, at least for now, because YouTube aren't rolling this out to creators, just music artists channels who are also creators, but a different subset of creators. This is like if they drop something exclusively for gamers. This is like exclusively for music, official artist channels or music channels. to be able to put out like special stuff for their top tier people. And this obviously has nothing to do with memberships, nothing to do with payments. It's merely to do with sharing extra content with their top fans, or as they say in here, most dedicated fans. It's a little bit different than what we expected. So if anybody was concerned about that, don't be concerned, because this isn't something that's coming to you or it's going to be like channel wide. It's only for music artists, those who are creating music content, OAC, official artist channels, creators, no need to panic. And the funny thing was is that same screenshot with that visibility thing was going around. That was the same screenshot being shared. So everything was being based off a single screenshot. Like I did a blog post on it. I basically just collated what the sentiments were, what the theories were, because we had zero information from YouTube. But now, of course, we have, what Renee said here. As you can see here, we've got Renee pointing us back to the original announcement where it was vaguely expressed to us at Made on YouTube. And Renee's clearing up what this experiment is. So if you see that in the wild, if you see that Top Fans beta in your backend, it means you're probably an official artist channel. So whoever shared this should have said, "Hey, I'm an OAC. If that makes a difference." I didn't see anybody mention that. So hey, that's how it goes. So yeah, there's a bit of a, well, I don't know what we call this type of video, but I'll call it like a clarification video. So take it with a grain of salt. I hope that helps. This is Doug, and I'll catch you later with more news.